All right, we should be live. I'm gonna just double check. Yeah, okay. There's a bit of a delay with YouTube. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for people to start kind of coming in, but just a random 30-minute stream maybe. I'm just testing out the new webcam I just got, so pretty excited about that, all things considered. It's kind of cool, honestly. I'll show it off in a second, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So this webcam is like, it's called OBS bot, and it follows me, it tracks me, so I can move around and it follows me. I'm gonna do this for all live streams from here on out, because I tend to kind of move around when I talk, and so this is like the best way to go about it. It's got some pretty cool features though. So like, there's this thing where I go like this, and then it zooms in on my face. And then I think you gotta go like this. Yeah, there it is. Still learning the basics of it. I can also like manually control it, which is kind of cool. Gotta figure out how to do that though. No, it's not a virtual camera. I don't want to do that. Oh, it's not that. I'm gonna accidentally hit a button and then just like it won't be able to do anything. Here we go. Is it more? Yeah, here it is. I think it's one of these features. Can't think of where I can't find it. Oh, here it is. So it actually breaks the mold of like where the gimbal goes. It's kind of cool. So if you guys are wondering, by the way, we could do a little bit of a room tour. Right there is where I film all my videos. So you can see the setup. You can see my bed. You could see more. You could see my dusty ass room. Good Lord, it's dusty. And then you kind of pan up. There's a map of Middle Earth, some Nikon stuff. It can't go all the way around, but dude, my room is so dusty. Good Lord. All right, we're coming back around. Oh, here we go. There's probably 3 people watching this stream because this is so boring. You get this side of my room. You get a bookshelf. Oh, I stopped it. Hold on. There's my light. You get my Godzilla sign. Can we see behind my desk? Because that'd be really funny. Anyways, we're going to reset this back to normal. And here we are. We're back. I want it down just a bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So that is the new webcam. I'm going to get this back to tracking on me, though, so that I can kind of move around and it'll follow me. So that's been something I've been kind of thinking about, because I do want to stream more, and I think this is like the best way to go about it and to kind of get myself to stream more in a way. I don't want to do hand tracking. What do I... Normal tracking. Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically I want to stream more, and this is, I think, the best way to sort of incentivize myself to do it. Otherwise, you know, I'm not going to want to do it. So, yeah, let's see here. Acid X Productions, official YouTube. What's going on, man? Titan Edits in chat. Mr. Metal Productions. Nuclear. Goji Edits. Titan Edits. I think I already said your name. Drew Manster, sorry. 6043. Godzilla. TDS Fan. 013. And Miles Glover. What's going on, everybody? So, yeah, just kind of whatever stream. I might actually turn it into a bit of a... maybe an editing stream. I'll kind of talk about what I've been working on as of late, because I have a really big video dropping on Friday. It's going to be an hour plus. It's not a super cut, which I know I've been posting a lot of as of late. It's an hour long, completely original. We'll go through it here, actually. I think that might be kind of neat. So I don't know if you guys remember the McJuggernuggets Psycho series at all. I have thought about that series forever. Ever since I was a kid and I watched that stuff, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. Let's see if I do this. Oh, lost the video capture. Hold on a second. I'm coming back. Give me a second. My back? Is that going to do anything? Oh no. You lost me. What happened? Where'd I go? Ah, that sucks. Oh, I bet. Yep. Never mind. Okay, no, I'm just tiny. That's okay. Yeah, it's all good. I'll just kind of be in the corner. Where's chat? There's chat. All right, here we go. So, thoughts on Paramount now in the lead to buy Warner Brothers? I had no clue Paramount. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I did know that Paramount was in the running because I know it was Netflix and Paramount that were kind of the two that were going at it. I had no clue. But I don't know. I'm kind of keen on neither side winning, to be honest. It's just something I'm not too happy about either way. So I've been working on this video as of late, and it's been kind of nuts. This, okay, cool. There we go. Sweet. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with this at all. I know this very well as an example of one of those videos I make that a huge chunk of my main audience doesn't really care about, but I'm sure, you know, there's other people out there that might like it. Freak out videos were crazy though in the 2010s, and there was one series that took advantage of this, and it was the McJuggerNugget Psycho series, where they basically faked their entire life for like 4 years straight and made these fake freak out videos that people thought were real, and they told this whole interconnected story through like daily vlogs that went on for years. And this video is me kind of breaking it down, treating it like an actual series and running through the whole history of the channel's, you know, content creation stuff. I mean, it's a crazy long video. This is how far I got last night, was about here, and then I got all this stuff done. But yeah, I mean, like, this video's nuts. It's so long. It's one of the longest ones on the channel that isn't like a super cut. And I mean, we go into everything super in depth into, you know, the character dynamics, the streaming. You know, he tried to be a streamer for a while. And then like they'd like integrate live streams into stuff, which is just crazy. I'm really proud of this edit, by the way. This is one of my favorite edits in the entire video.
I'm grateful for the food.
You guys hear this? I just want to make sure. I think, yeah, desktop audio's on.
I think it looks good. Walmart does a bang-up job. I love it. It looks so good. And I'm grateful for video games, for being honest. And I'm grateful for Halo came out recently, and I look up to the Master Chief. He's kind of my hero.
It's such a fun... This video here is fantastic. Yeah, no, for sure. I won't do the new Empire retrospective until Supernova comes out, because I kind of want to release that before Supernova drops. So that's sort of I don't know. I'm just like, I'm really keen on releasing that before that. That's why I haven't done like a -1 retrospective yet, because I want to wait till -0 comes out, drop it the day -0 comes out. I'm going to do the same thing with New Empire. So whatever day Supernova drops, I'm going to drop that one that day. So you got a lot of time to make that kind of like a fun collab, especially because I know that you love New Empire, and I'm a little indifferent towards it. I don't rate movies, but for me, it's like a 4, closer to a 5 than a 3 out of 10. You know, like I think it's okay. But I think it'd be really interesting to have another perspective in there from someone who loves it, just so that it doesn't seem like I'm just endlessly shitting on it, because there is a lot that I love about that movie. Even if I don't mind there's a lot I don't like, but we'll talk about it. I'd like to actually have you involved, you know, with some of the scripting process, and maybe you could even like look at some of my points and say, oh, what if this? What if that? You know, like, I'm down to collaborate with that. I think it'd be a really neat opportunity for the channel, for both of us. I think it'd be kind of cool. So, you have me on Discord, I think, so feel free to reach out anytime. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. So, It's not a tough up. No, it's all in good fun. I'm not confrontational like that, and we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna do like an Angry Joe Nostalgia Critic Man of Steel review where we're like arguing it. No, it's more. The way I would like to do it is like I say something. Oh, tough PF. No, okay. I was gonna say I'm like, am I unk? I've never heard of a tough off, but it does. Yeah, but basically, I would like it to be more friendly banter, kind of going back and forth. Maybe we're not interrupting each other like a Nostalgia Critic video, but it would be kind of funny to at least start it off with like I'm talking and then we do like the static TV and then it's just Rick's PNG profile picture like just showing up on screen. I think that could be kind of stupid. I want to have fun with it. I think it'd be a really good video though, for sure. But yeah, with this one though, I mean, this video is insane with all the stuff that's going into it. I mean, I had to download 700 videos alone just to make this a reality. Because, I mean, this dude did this for 4 years straight. But the opening, I'm so proud of. I think I'll tease that here. I think I'll just play the opening.
Okay, my mom just canceled my brother's World of Warcraft account.
I'm so proud of this.
Out.
Around 2012, freakout videos were all the rage on YouTube. Channels like Boogie2988, The Angry Grandpa Show, and Waffle Pone all gained notoriety from filming people absolutely losing their minds and breaking everything in their vicinity. That video is such a classic. The structure of these videos was very simple. There was always a trigger, then escalation, then destruction, then an abrupt ending. The camera was usually handheld, the audio was peaking and distorted, the lighting was whatever happened to be in the room, and people on YouTube would read that rawness as authenticity.
Dude, get out! Michael?
People were able to overlook the very obvious elements of this being fake because the low production value worked in their favor, because YouTube at that time rewarded anything that felt unfiltered and personal. It was such a crazy era for the channel, which is why compilation channels would string 20 of them together and rack up such a weird time for YouTube. Very likely millions in ad revenue. The YouTube algorithm amplified the genre because freakouts were built for retention. Viewers wanted to see how far the person would go. Would they punch a wall? Would they throw a console? Would someone step in and stop it? Even the comment sections became part of the entertainment, filled with arguments over whether the video was staged, or countless memes and in-jokes from the creators that the fans were regurgitating. The debate ended up keeping the clip alive for decades. I mean, there's still people that don't know a lot of these videos were fake. So engagement fed the visibility, and the visibility fed more engagement. It's a vicious cycle, if you will.
It's a vicious cycle.
All of this shaped what audiences expected from YouTube in the early 2010s. The platform felt lawless, messy, and deeply personal. It was quite literally the Wild West of YouTube. So when you understand how this culture normalized that spectacle, you start to see the kind of creative space that it opened up. The groundwork had already been laid for something that could take the language of freakout videos and push it further into a multi-year long work of what can really only be described as performance art. And that would be the McJuggernuggets Psycho series.
Holy crap! You made me this way!
Dude, I'm so proud of that. Those first 3 minutes, I'm like, oh, dude, I was texting Zeth from JNZ Productions, and I'm like, I think this is like the best thing I've ever made. This whole video, I'm just like, I'm so locked in while making it. That's all I'm going to show, though. I'm not going to just show the whole video. It'll be out Friday. There's a lot to edit still, for sure. But also, yeah, Rick the Squirrel. I talk about that actually a little bit in the video. But somewhere here, where I basically kind of say that, like, in a way, the channel represents the end of authenticity on YouTube in a weird way, because it takes your inherent trust that you have in watching daily vloggers, and it warps it because the whole channel was a lie, basically. And so, yeah, like I talk about it kind of here, where it's like this is where the concept of YouTube becoming a job became a thing. And it spawned from, like PewDiePie and Markiplier being decent people, but then it turned into like the Jake Paul stuff, where then it's just so exaggerated and insane. And there's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, it's an hour plus. It's a long video. But yeah, no, I completely agree though. It was a different time, and I definitely miss it, all things considered. Yeah, 2017. I mean, 2018 was kind of decent, but I almost want to say that like 2020 was when I think companies just basically thought like I can get away with anything. I can, do whatever I want, and no one's gonna care. Yeah, I really think that 2020, that was like the breaking point. 2017 and onward, it really started to get kind of bad. But so yeah, that's the big project that I'm working on. I'm thinking though that there's a chance. So if I can't get this video done, which I'm pretty much halfway through editing it, but if it's like Thursday and I'm like, good Lord, I need to get 20 plus minutes done, which I doubt. I'm hoping to get a lot done tonight with editing. Not on stream, just by myself. But if that happens, I'm going to post the Godzilla Just Pray reaction, that live stream, and just kind of cut that up into like a highlight, and then drop that on Friday, and then this will be out the following Friday. So that's sort of like my plan A, plan B, because I've never done this before, with the exception of, I think, my Godzilla PS4 video, where I just film an hour-long video, and then I'm like, yeah, this is going to be the video I drop on Friday, and pray to God I don't miss the upload day. So, yeah, but anyways, I'm just, like, blown away, though, by this new webcam. Like, it's so smooth. It tracks me. It's 60 frames a second, and it's got, like, HDR built in. So, like, forgot, how do I zoom? Is it this? There's, like, a feature where you can zoom. Yeah, there it is. Like, look at the detail, dude. My old webcam was terrible. This is nuts. And then I do this. Right? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Do I got to use the same hand? I'm still figuring out the kinks, but I think... Oh, there it is. Okay. So, yeah. That is... That's that. It's called OBS Bot 2 Lite. In my 9 to 5 job, basically, my... one of the bosses was like, hey, we do this podcast thing for the company, and we don't like our current setup. What would you recommend? And I vividly remember being on a movie set, like in college, and there was one of the actors just carried this thing around. Let's see if I could pull this up. I want to make sure my address doesn't like show up, because I did that one time on stream. But yeah, basically they were like, what do you recommend? I'm like, well, this is probably the easiest way to go about it, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, this is it. It's tiny. It's really cool. I mean, it opens the door for me to kind of do a lot on the channel. Like, for streams. Like, I could literally just get up here. Yeah. I can walk over here, be like, yeah. So it's kind of cool. It's really cool, actually, the fact that it lost me, though. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I dig it. I think this is a really cool investment in the channel. Because there was I don't know, I was just getting really sick of the old webcam. It just wasn't working the way that I hoped it would. So, but yeah, no, otherwise, let's see. What else am I working on? By the way, Inkzilla Tattoos, thanks for stopping by. I didn't have chat pulled up on my monitor. I didn't get a chance to see it. That is something that I would like to actually invest into, is a monitor, second monitor. I just don't have the space for it at the minute, but that way I can at least see chat. Because I would like to stream more. I think that'd be really nice. But yeah, no, So we got the McJuggernuggets video coming out on Friday. I wrote the video already. It's completely written. It's on the movie Metropolis, the 1927 short, or sorry, not short. It's not a short movie by any means. It's a silent film. And what's beautiful about that movie, beyond its cinematography, is that it's silent. So I'm able to use as much footage as I want because it's public domain. And so that's going to be a breeze to edit, because with my normal movie stuff, I have to use like 5 seconds of it max. Otherwise, it gets copyright claimed. So I got the Metropolis video. I'm talking about IMDb. I really feel like that website is nosedived in quality. So I did kind of like a similar to my Turner Classic Movie video. It's what happened to IMDb. I did a video. It's written. It's about Lady in the Lake. It's this really cool kind of 40s noir movie that is completely filmed as like a POV. It's kind of like what would it be? How would I describe this? It's kind of like Hardcore Henry, if you've seen that one, or it's like really like any FPS. Okay, so Drew in chat says, my mom and I, who I've watched every episode of Fallout with, she's a non-gamer, as is your dad, watched your Fallout review. I'm surprised you rated as low as you did. I agree with a lot. Your justification, just didn't think the score was warranted. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't score stuff on my channel for that reason, just because I like straight up, I'm harsh with my ratings. If you ever want to see what my ratings are, I have a Letterboxd account, and most of my ratings are like 5 out of 10, because to me a 5 is meh, like it's mediocre. And I feel like everyone kind of does stuff where it's like a 7 is mediocre. For me, I don't know. I like to just have it where it's 5 is middle of the road, 6 is worth watching. And I'm pretty sure I gave Fallout a 6, if I remember correctly. I think I said it was a 6, closer to a 5 than a 7. But yeah, no. I mean, I thought about doing scores, but ultimately my mindset was with Anthony Fantano, he scores everything. And you look at the retention on some of his videos, and people literally just go right to the end just to see that score, and they don't pay attention to any of the points he makes. And my thought was, I don't want that to be me. I don't want to write out a whole review just for people to skim to the end to see the number, and then they click off. I'm like, that it's counterintuitive. What's the point of reviewing something then? And that's more me. Again, if you would like to see what I would score everything, I do score everything on my Letterboxd account. Inkzilla Tattoo says, it'd be interesting to see how that webcam handles low lighting. It'd be cool for any short films, horror projects you might have in the future, especially with the tracking feature. Let's test it. Oh, let's test it right now. Oh, it's not tracking me. Interesting. What if I stand up? Not my IMDb. It's Letterboxd. Letterboxd. I mean, my movies are on IMDb, but does it? Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's like it's done tracking me. Do I have to like hit something? Oh. Tracking turned off. It went into like a sleep mode thing. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, let me read chat. Random Kaiju guy says Sarah V. My skin looks pretty good. What do you mean? I have a gray whisker. Oh boy. But yeah, what do I think of Power Rangers and Murder Drones? I've never seen Murder Drones. Power Rangers, I think I've seen like one episode of, and I have no thoughts on it. I really want to do a deep dive on it, kind of like what James Rolfe did, but I only want to like cover a little bit of Power Rangers and then a little bit of Sentai and kind of meet in the middle somewhere. Let's see. Nuclear Goji Edits says it will be awesome to make a review on Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Well, that's in the cards. I'm not going to be doing an episode by episode review. Like I kind of thought about that originally, where I'm like, okay, when episode 1 comes out, I'm going to make thoughts on episode 1. It's completely unscripted and I kind of give my thoughts. And I was like, like that could be really cool. But I mean, like, I know it would do great for the channel. I know that people would be really into that. But I don't know. I like just watching the episodes kind of in one go. Like, I'll watch like 2 in one night, 2 in one night, 2 in one night. And then that's sort of the way that I go about it. And I think watching it weekly, I just don't know if that's really for me. Plus, I like to kind of just sit with it. I'm not a big fan of doing those improvised retrospective or reviews, I should say, not retrospectives, but I will do one though once the whole season's out and I can kind of just consume it all as one big story like I did with season 1. That to me is, I think, the best way to go about it. And that's what, May 1st when that's done. So like May 8th, I think I have that review scheduled. But yeah, and then my Ultraman stuff. So Ultra Q, that one's gonna drop March 20th. That's where it's scheduled right now. It's not completely set in stone. And then after that, they're gonna be like multiple a month. It's just right now I'm trying to figure out the workflow for like how to write a specific series review or retrospective, whatever you want to call it, because with a movie, it's 90 minutes, and I can go, okay, here's Act 1, 2, and 3. But with a show, especially one like Ultraman, what's difficult about it is that it's like, okay, it's 22 plus episodes, 22 minutes per episode, and there's multiple monsters. Each episode's trying to kind of say a different thing. I don't want to go episode by episode, because then that would be way too difficult. But I know that I do for sure want to cover certain episodes and spotlight my favorites. Also, Sai, what's going on, man? Road Between Realities. Hope all is well with you. I am testing out the new webcam, which I will have to text you about this, because this webcam is sick, and I think you'd get a kick out of it. Because it's got motion tracking. So I'm kind of in love with this thing. I'll have to text you all the details, because I think this is something you would really get a kick out of. I mean, like, it's wonderful. But I think you would you'd like to hear this. I'm about to go work out after this stream. I've been working out. This is the workout shirt that I got on Facebook. I got the ad for it, and I'm like, ooh, that's kind of cool, because it comes with the shaker and the pre-workout samplers, and I'm like, that's a good deal. So pick that up. We'll see if I like pre-workout or not. I haven't ever done that, but we'll see. So if anyone's wondering, by the way, the Road Between Realities, that's my buddy Sai. I know him from college. That's why I'm like talking to him. I swear I'm not like schizophrenic or something. But yeah, no. Otherwise, I've just been kind of just chipping away at a lot of projects. I have a lot of stuff that's written. I just have to film it. Like my Def Leppard retrospective, which I don't think I've talked about much on the channel. Love the band Def Leppard. I've loved them my whole life. And I've been wanting to cover music on the channel forever. And so I wrote out, it's reviewing every album in their discography all in one video. It's an hour plus, probably closer to like 2 hours. And that's going to come out whenever their new album comes out. So I'm probably going to film it, edit it, and then just hold on to it. And then when their new album drops, I'll talk quickly about the new one and then cut that in there and then post that. And so that's going to be another really long video. I just really want to like experiment, because I think this hiatus from making the Godzilla retrospectives is going to give me a chance to really kind of experiment with new stuff. In April, I'll be posting all about my band's album that's coming out. I've played a couple snippets on stream before. So the full album comes out April 7th. April 10th, I'll have a video talking about the making of it. And then on the 17th, I'll be posting a full concert video of our album release party. So you'll hear covers, songs from the album. It's going to be a really cool video. And then I'm also going to New Zealand in March. Really excited about that. I'll be vlogging that a little bit here and there. I'm not going to have the whole thing be on camera, but I'm going to see the Shire, Hobbiton, where they filmed Lord of the Rings. And so I'm going to, record some of that. I think that could be kind of cool. But yeah, otherwise, I'm going to be vlogging G-Fest. I'd like to do more vlogs in general. I really enjoy just kind of doing that. So, a lot in the works. For the Godzilla stuff, though, I will say this because I have this now kind of drafted out and it's ready to go. So, September 25th, I know this is like really looking ahead in the future. The Godzilla 2000 video is going to come out. And then the next Friday, the 2nd of October, it's going to be Megaguirus. Friday after that, GMK. After that, I'm going to do both Kiryu movies in one video. Because I've said this before on stream, but I'll just kind of explain my reasoning here for making those two. And then, also, yeah, Psy, for sure. Florida Man. Actually, we should hop on a call, not tonight, but whenever you get the chance, about Florida Man, because that would be really awesome to work on that with you. So with the Kiryu stuff, I know that I really want to combine them just because a lot of my points kind of intersect to where I'll be like, against Mechagodzilla, this character does this. And then in Tokyo SOS, this character does this. And it just makes more sense to kind of just combine both into one video. And that's just what I'm going to do. It's going to be bigger, but it is what it is. On my birthday, the 23rd of October, I'm dropping the Final Wars video, which is going to be a big one because I have a ton to say. And then the day before Halloween, supercut for the Millennium Era. And then we're all done with that. So that's going to be like the quickest turnaround time for like starting an era and then finishing it on the channel. Because, good lord, the Heisei retrospectives took way too long. I thought I was going to be able to do that in like 2 months, and that took 4, I think. So this being consolidated to like 1 month would be perfect. And then that leads right into -0 coming out, and then I'll have -1 retrospective dropping that day, and then that Monday I'll have the -0 video. Yeah, I don't know any of what you're saying, dude, about murder drones. I got no clue. You're speaking gibberish to me. I got no clue. But then in November, I've got my next feature film dropping. This Town Does Not Exist. This summer, I'm going to be doing a lot of filming for that and trying to kind of catch up. Not catch up, that's not the right word, but taking advantage of summertime and really kind of just filling out the missing parts that we need. And then, yeah, the beauty of It's a Wonderful Life. How long does it take to make one of my videos? Because you love the style and you love to make stuff like it. Thank you so much for the compliments. So I got to think, because let me just pull this up right now, actually. Sorry, I'm still figuring out webcam stuff. Okay, so this is my upload schedule that I have right now. Ah, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we'll keep it at 100. I schedule my stuff out pretty much for the whole year. Like, I'll make a spreadsheet laying everything out. To answer your specific question, we'll go with one retrospective. So, like, what's one that already exists? Well, screw it. So, like, my Godzilla vs. Destroya one, I edited that. Obviously, I wrote it. I write everything. And then I filmed it myself, obviously. I want to say, like, maybe a week, sometimes like 5 days. It usually takes 1 day or 2 days to write it. I got to watch it, take notes, do research. So 1 to 2 days to write it. And then recording, depending on the length, whatever length the final video is, it's double it. And then that's how long it'll take to actually film it. So my McJuggernuggets video that I just filmed, that's going to be about an hour 25, an hour, something like that. So it took almost 3 hours to shoot the whole thing. That's just usually how it goes. Whatever it is, you double it because you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to do it all in one go. Even though I'm kind of at a point now where I could easily fly through a script, I like to just do multiple takes to make it easier. This is my camera that I use. I have it right here. It is a Nikon D5600, and then I have a teleprompter attached to it. And the teleprompter, I slide my phone right in here, and then it displays the script through an app, and then I can just read the script while I film, which is really, really convenient. When I first started out doing YouTube, I didn't have a teleprompter, and that cost me about $100, but it has paid for itself 10 times over. Actually, speaking of, the Daimajin trilogy was one of those that I made way back in the day. I took it down because it wasn't scripted. But so before I had a teleprompter, it was like I would just make bullet points and then I would print it out on a piece of paper of all the things I wanted to say. And then I would just kind of like wing it and just go. And I missed a lot of stuff that I wanted to say in the video. Once I got the teleprompter, I could write out stuff as much as I wanted, go super in depth. Excuse me. And yeah, it was a game changer. So that's what that's like. I use this mic. This is a Samson Q2U, and plug it into my computer, and then I just sync it up in post. Editing, to be honest with you, because I'm on camera for so much of my videos, it doesn't take too long. I can't fathom. I gotta think, like, Up From the Depths. I know his videos aren't crazy long, but the ones where they're not on camera, it's like, good lord. The few videos I've done where it's completely face cam take forever to edit, but usually it takes about a day to edit stuff. And in a day, I mean like come home from work and spend about 4 or 5 hours editing, if even. I mean, sometimes it's a bit longer, sometimes it's a bit shorter. It just kind of depends. It takes longer when it's a video that's like where I'll use a lot of examples and I'll like cut to footage and I'll be like, it's like this scene. When you're writing a script, that's okay. But then when you're like editing it, you're like, why am I referencing back to the movie so much? To answer your question, my workflow has it to where I could reasonably drop about 15 to 20 hours per video and have the product finished. Reasonably, with writing, filming, and then editing, if you just combine it all. Of course, that's not all in one day. You know, I spread it apart. So really, do it like 4 or 5 days, you're in pretty good shape. I mean, that's a couple hours a day, and it's nothing too ridiculous. Because I work a 9 to 5, and I work, you know, Monday through Friday. A lot of the time, what I do is I'll write throughout the week, and I'll edit throughout the week. Then when it comes to the weekend, that's when I film everything. So if you see actually here, yellow means it's written, it's completely good to go. Green means it's filmed. So with these here, I'll be and on the Leprechaun one should hopefully be done or written by Friday. I will then record all these this weekend, and then it's like boom, you have like half a month's worth of videos filmed, and that's most of the work. But Daimajin for sure, I really want to cover that. I was actually thinking about that today at work. I'm like, I should do Daimajin, but I'm also struggling because it's like, okay, do I do it all in one video? Do I just make an hour-long video deep dive and then try to kind of go from there? The lighting here is a tad. Because it's like, you split them up. I'm sure the viewership wouldn't be too great after like the first one. The first one I'm sure would do really well, and then when it's like Daimajin 2... Oh, I'm all zoomed in. I'm an idiot. Did I do something with my fingers that it did that? See, this is why I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to use this. There it is. So I don't know if I showed this or not, but this is the camera that I use. I don't know if this showed on screen, but it's a DesiView teleprompter. So, I mean, you could see it here. It's literally, it's reflecting on the screen. But you put the phone on there. Oh, I dropped my glasses. You put the phone, you put the script on your phone. Just want to make sure I'm not showing private messages on stream on accident. Take your phone, that's my dog. Slide it right there. Oh, look at that. It reflects on there, and then you can read it. But for anyone out there looking to use a teleprompter, rookie mistake. I did this in a lot of my early videos. I think I still do it now sometimes. You got to have it at a bit of a distance. Otherwise, you're doing this, and you're like, you can see in the camera that you're like, you're reading. Your eyes are going back and forth. I actually didn't notice that I was doing it until I was watching a Linkara video, Atop the Fourth Wall, and I noticed he was doing that in one of his older videos. And I'm like, oh, he's reading. And I'm like, oh, no, am I doing that? And then I went back and I watched some of my stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, you could see that I'm reading very clearly. I'm actually pretty sure in my my most popular video on the channel, the Dr. Skipper one, that like you could see me reading, because I'm pretty sure the teleprompter was about like 3 feet from my face. You usually want to go like 8 feet back, which is hard for me because I wear glasses every day. Helps me see. Obviously, I'm nearsighted, so when I stream, I'll wear them just because the light's in my face. But when I make videos, you can like see it's like this because my light is more like directly on my face, and so it shines and you just see the reflection. So I'll take my glasses off in all my videos, and I don't wear them for that reason. But yeah, that's a long-winded explanation to your question there, Dino. Or no, it wasn't Dino Nick. I apologize. It was Exilla X1. But yeah, when I hit 50K subs, I was thinking about doing a video talking about how I make my videos, and I actually wrote it out and everything. I just never made it. So we'll see what happens there. I know it'd be kind of cool to do a full video like that where it's here's everything, here's how I script, here's how I do this. That'd be really cool. We'll see what happens, but yeah. Otherwise, I'm trying to think of any like really cool updates or anything I'm working on. Yeah, nothing much though. Nothing much. The New Zealand trip's gonna be fun though. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna be bringing my professional camera, taking some awesome pictures. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna film the whole Hobbit thing though, because I think that'd be a cool video for the channel. I don't know what the overlap is between Godzilla fans and Lord of the Rings fans, but I don't know. I'm keen on building my channel out beyond just 100% Godzilla fans. You know, I think it'd be kind of cool to have it be more diversified for sure. Obviously, I love the Godzilla fans, but it's like be neat to get, you know, some Lord of the Rings fans in here, especially because I do want to cover those movies on the channel. I love the books. I love The Hobbit. So, yeah. Otherwise, you know, I'm trying to think. Yeah, you should totally. I mean, I think everyone should at least just try YouTube once in their life. I really think it's a great opportunity. It helps you become really like well spoken. I found like before I was doing YouTube, or you know, like sorry, I've been doing YouTube my entire life, but when it was like this, where I'm like speaking directly to the camera, I found that I mumbled a lot and I wouldn't look people in the eyes as much. And I would kind of be like, you know, like this. And now I find myself talking more to people, looking them directly in the eyes because I'm used to looking into the camera. And I find myself enunciating more when I talk because of YouTube, because that's the job. You have to speak clearly. And I'm not saying that, you know, I don't know anything about you, Ingzilla tattoos. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just saying, me personally, I've found that YouTube has done wonders for me socially because it just makes me more of an outgoing person because you're training yourself in a way of like being more communicative. I don't know. It's just something that I've kind of picked up on over time. Because if you go to my, well, actually you can't because most of them are gone. I I got really self-conscious right when my channel was like popping off. And I was like, yeah, I don't want my old videos out there. So I wiped like 100 plus of stuff from 2023 and 2022. I was just like, no, I'm not proud of this one. I'm not proud of this one. But in those, I'm like mumbling or I'm talking like way too fast and it's really hard to understand what I'm saying. And it was bad. So yeah, point being, I think everyone should start a YouTube channel just because if they struggle with public speaking, if they struggle with really anything, I mean, it's a nice way to kind of work through it. If you just want to like get your creative work out there too, it's great for that. YouTube Shorts is amazing. It exposes your channel and your work to so many new people more than the standard long form content does, which is just really cool. But again, that's sort of my long rambling spiel on that one. But yeah, I'm trying to think because I swore there was like something that I saw and I'm like, oh, I should bring that up. Bring that up on the channel. That'd be kind of cool. So otherwise, oh, I remember now. Let me find this actually. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. I love those movies. They're far better than Harry Potter. I can't stand Harry Potter. What is it called? I did a podcast and it's on Spotify right now. I believe this is it. Is my episode out yet? I haven't actually. Yes, it is. Okay, sweet. So I guessed it on a podcast, and I'm going to kind of shout this out here. I was going to do it on my last stream, and I completely, just totally slipped my mind. Okay. So it's called The Tallest Kaiju Podcast. And it's an awesome, awesome podcast. The host is great. The gist is that, you know, they bring on filmmakers, writers, content creators to talk about their favorite kaiju stuff. And so we talked about Godzilla versus Hedorah for about an hour. Highly, highly recommend you check this out. Rate it 5 stars. There's only a couple episodes out. Show them some love. It'd be really cool. If you don't have Spotify, I believe it's also, yes, it's also on YouTube, which I'm going to make a community post right now. Let people know that I guessed it on this. So yeah, go and show the Tallest Kaiju Podcast some love. I'm going to write this community post out right now. Go and check it out. There we go. All right, cool. Awesome. So yeah, I in general, this was really fun to do. I also recorded a podcast with Zeth from JZ Productions. We did our Heisei era discussion. If you've seen the Millennium one, the Reiwa one, and then the Monsterverse one, all on the channel. We did the Heisei one. I pitched this to him. Oh, cool. You're in chat right now. Badass. Yeah, sorry. It completely slipped my mind to bring this up on my last stream. But, so yeah, Zeth and I were hoping on meeting up at G-Fest. And then I have pitched this to him. I can't remember if he recalls it or not. Doesn't matter. To record a podcast talking about the Showa movies in person. So that him and I... You know, we kind of the stupid thumbnail. I forgot I did that for the thumbnail. Because him and I have talked about that. Yeah, this one here. So we've talked a lot about doing this in person for like the last installment. That'd be kind of cool, I think. Yeah, so we did the Millennium one. Trying to see. There's the Reiwa one. And then the Monsterverse one. Dude, I forgot I was rocking the mustache in this one. Mafia, dude. What was the... Dude, why was I talking about the Mafia? Oh, my word. Yeah, that mustache was certainly a look back then. That's crazy. My hair looks so greasy, too. Good lord. I think I just got out of the shower. You know what? I remember it now. I kept putting this off, and then I told him 11 a.m. This is when I was unemployed. I said, yeah, 11 a.m., you know, whatever day it was. I can't remember which day it was. I'm like, we'll do it. And it was like 11, and he messaged me, and he's like, are we still recording? And I just went, oh, no. And I completely forgot, and I felt horrible that I was supposed to record with him. So I quickly showered, got out of the shower, hopped on, headphones on, joined, and then we just recorded. And we recorded for like 3 hours straight. So, and then a great friendship started because of these videos. Really fun collab. I don't think I've ever actually told him that. I might actually have to... I think I better text him that before he sees this secondhand. What did I think of the Gemstone Godzilla short films? I gotta remember. Those are like the Gigan Rex ones, right? Because I have a... Yeah, okay. Because I have a little Gigan Rex bootleg here. I got this off AliExpress for like $4. They're fine. They're visually pretty cool. But they're okay. I think a lot of people they like to say that it's a continuation of like the Heisei movies. That's fan fiction in my eyes. I don't care. It's its own thing. It's fun. Yeah, I mean, even Goji guy, I'm just kind of looking here. He's mentioned that it's not Godzilla Jr. That's just a fan theory. But yeah, no, the gemstone stuff, it's pretty cool. I personally don't have an issue with it. I know some people are kind of annoyed by it, but I think it's neat. I think it's kind of neat. Apparently my stream, the bit rate is lower than it's supposed to be. I don't know. I'm still working on a lot of the kinks with live streaming. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be. I mean, when I literally leaked my address on stream one time, and then I leaked my phone number on stream one time, and then I was able to delete it before it got really bad. So that's fun. Well, at least we're to the point where I'll accidentally zoom in on my face because I went like this. And then I forget that it was like that, and then I just spend 20 minutes explaining something. Or what happened the last stream on Saturday when I was showing a music video. And then how do I do this? I was showing off a music video and I just had face cam on the whole time and no one can see the video. How do I zoom out again? There's some weird way to do it. Oh, there we go. Gemstone kind of felt like Toho were dipping into a sort of what if concept when that came out. That was my take. Would have been interesting to see them explore more ideas in that way. I don't even think Toho produced it. I'm pretty sure it was the company, Gemstone, and then Toho just licensed it. Like they said, yeah, we'll post this. You're allowed to do this. Because I'm pretty sure it was fan-made stuff that ended up getting... There's something weird about it. I don't know the full history. I'm just speculating, but I'm pretty sure that was the case. That they did these like screen tests almost, and then Toho reached out and was like, yeah, you can make these. We're not going to sue you into oblivion. You'll be at G-Fest, right on. Honestly, I'm thinking maybe tonight I might just edit the Godzilla Just Pray live stream highlight. Have that out Friday. And then the McJuggernuggets video, I get more time to work on it, and then I can schedule that, have it be for channel members for a bit. That might actually be what I do. I don't know. I'll think about it. That's from way earlier in the stream. I'm going to end stream in like just a couple minutes because I'm going to go work out in a bit. But just wanted to say sincerely, thank you all so much for all the support lately. It's been really cool. I don't know, I was just thinking about this at work and I'm just like, there's so much that I'm just thankful for with YouTube. I really am. Longest Take asks, have you done a panel or did you apply for a panel this year? So Zeth and I, Zeth from J&Z Productions, we were going to do that. We were going to apply. And then I just kind of thought like, okay, I kind of want to just enjoy this because I've only been one day and then that's it. I'll go like one day, it'll be like a Friday or a Saturday or just a Sunday, just one of those, and then I'll go home. And this time I'm staying the whole weekend. And my thought was I kind of want to just enjoy it and not have the pressure of like doing a panel and like having to come up with stuff. So that was sort of my mindset was. So I've never done a panel, but I'd like to maybe next year. I think that might be kind of fun. I think maybe like a kaiju filmmaking panel would be kind of neat for me. I know I would like to make a kaiju feature film though before that happens, like a real one, not just like Anomalous Archives where the kaiju is shown really only in found footage and then at the very end, spoilers I guess for my own movie, but I'd like to make a real kaiju movie. I think that'd be kind of cool, and then do like a panel. First time, have any advice? Bring a backpack. If you're not staying the whole weekend, if you're just there for like one day and you're doing the day pass, bring a backpack in case you buy anything because it sucks having to carry stuff around all day. Beyond that, bring hand sanitizer, especially if you're in the dealer's room because you're going to be holding a lot of like used toys. You don't know where those toys have been. You're going to just feel gross afterwards. That's not disrespecting anybody that sells stuff there. I'm just telling you my experience. I've grabbed a couple figures and I'm like touching it and I'm like, ooh, I don't know what that, it smells. And then I'll like put it back. That's like the rare figure. But that's been something I've experienced. You don't know where that's been. You don't want to know where it's been. So bring hand sanitizer. Bring bottled water too for yourself, because you're going to get dehydrated walking around. Trying to think. Bring deodorant. Wear deodorant. A lot of people don't do that there. It stinks. I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, if you're a Firewood Media viewer, everyone knows that we all wear deodorant here. We all smell wonderful. But not everyone at G-Fest watches this channel, so they're a bit stinky. So yeah, definitely recommend those. That would be it. Backpack, bottled water, hand sanitizer, deodorant. Those are the 4. Also bring cash. I've seen a lot of people, they line up at the ATM machines at G-Fest and they just like, it's like, I'm just thinking like, bring cash. Don't walk around with your credit card. Just have cash ready. I don't know. That's just my thought. Otherwise, I think that kind of covers everything that I would say personally from my years and years of going. My first time going was 2007, which is crazy because that's 19 years ago. Which is giving me like a quarter life crisis. But yeah, shit, dude, it's been, oh my God, I've been going forever. I'm just looking at my wall with all the G-Fest things on there. Yeah, no, it's I've been going rather frequently. So I went 2007. Let's try to map this out. I went to G-Fest 2007, 2011, then I went 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let me count this. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's 10 right there. 2020, there wasn't one. I don't know if there was one in 2021. Let me look that up. Yes, there was one in 2021. Okay, so that's 11. I guess I could just kind of count normally from there. So this is going to be my 16th G-Fest. Good Lord. This is my 16th time going to G-Fest. Wow. And let's see. So I went in 2024, obviously, and that was the first time I ever got recognized by anyone, which was a wild experience. Took a picture with them, followed them on Instagram. It was just such a cool. I still have that picture. I'm trying to think of their name right now. I got her. I know for a fact. I'm trying to remember this person's name because they're one of the few people I follow on Instagram. The Tokuist. This is who I met. Awesome person. It was just so cool. It was like I'm immediately hitting follow. I wonder. I know I still have that picture somewhere. Anyways, it was just a surreal experience. So yeah, that was the first time I've ever been recognized. 2025, I got recognized a lot more, and I actually brought pins to give out to people who recognized me, and I ran out a little bit. I think I had like 2 left that I saved for some friends of mine, and then now there's this year. So I had a lot of comments after the 2025 G-Fest where people were like, wanted to meet you, I didn't get a chance to see you, and it was like, well, yeah, I was there for a day, sorry. I just immediately went home, but like I really wanted to meet, I'm blanking on the username, because I know his real name, but the guy that made Godzilla Apex, it's Raphael, but I can't think of, I don't know if his last name is out there. I don't want to give it away. What's his username again? Oh, he does have his full name out there. Okay. I just didn't want to dox the dude. I think it's Kaijuzilla. I'm pretty sure that's what he goes by on YouTube. Right? Is that it? Am I tripping right now? Yeah, Kaijuzilla 621. But we yeah, Kaijuzilla and I wanted to meet up. We didn't get a chance to. 'Cause by the time that he was down in the lobby, I was already heading over to the mall, Gurney Mills. So that didn't work out. Zeth didn't make it to G-Fest last year, so this year is going to be his first. So hopefully this is going to be the chance I get to kind of meet a lot of the people that I have been wanting to meet, to people that want to meet me, and vice versa. So I'm really looking forward to G-Fest. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, no, it was really great last year though. My big sort of prize that I got last year was I got this Hedora figure. I love that my new webcam actually works and it has a focus now. So yeah, here we go. So this one, what's the brand name again? I brought this up in my last stream. Marmot. Marmit. I love this guy so much. He's one of my favorite figures I own. Actually, I think he is my favorite. Like, room's on fire, and I can only save one Godzilla figure. I'm saving this boy. My favorite. He sits on my amp a lot of the time when I play guitar. So there's Hedora. One of my many Hedoras, by the way. I also have the Land Hedora, or whatever it's called. I got this one from the Bandai run in America. I got this one, which was like the Godzilla store exclusive. It was like mint bubblegum. I don't know. They name it like weird things. Oh, shoot. Final Wars Ghidorah. Sorry. Final Wars Hedora. I know there's more. Oh. I also have this one. I don't know why. I love the poop monster. There's just something about him or her, depending on the movie, that's just so endearing. I can't describe it. How much money for the vendor's room? Like, how much should you bring? I don't know. I don't know what your financial situation is, but for me, I usually just bring a bunch of 20s, and I kind of just stick to that. Because usually, no one's going to be like, yeah, that's going to be $21. It's going to be $20 or $40. And if it's 50, then you hand them a 20, and a 20. They'll give you a 10 back. And then when you buy the next $50 thing, then you just go, here you go. Here's that extra 10 for you. So that's what I would say. I'd say whatever you're cool with. You know, like with parting with, whatever your disposable income is, do that. So I'm going to be honest. There's some pricey stuff in there, depending on where you go. It can be pretty expensive. So save up money for sure. Again, I'm not assuming anyone's financial situation, but for me, I always kind of like keep a little bit of money tucked away for G-Fest every year, so I can just kind of go a little crazy. Like my one crazy purchase. Ooh, I can actually take advantage of my thing here. Oh, it's this way. And it's up. Oh, and then I can zoom. No, don't track on me. I don't want you to track on me. Okay. This is great. Oh, this is sick. I love this webcam. Okay. So yeah, that Jiris right there, that was like my big purchase of 2024. And then we've got Giant Condor up there as well. Let's go back to me. Normal tracking. Zoom out. Let's see. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, no, but that Jiris purchase, that was like one of the bigger ones. I talked about that in my 2024 G-Fest vlog. The Hedora one, this guy was my big one for last year. I think I'm going to go for an X Plus Hedora, one of the really big ones for G-Fest this year. Those go for a couple hundred. They're really detailed. They're really big. But I feel like that's kind of like where I'm at now. It's like I kind of have like every monster in some form. You know, like the last couple ones that I mentioned in my Godzilla toy collection video, it was Orga and Godzilla Jr. that I needed to get. And happy to say, I'm happy to say I did in fact get both. So I now have an Orga. I got him fairly recently. Actually, it might have been a couple summers ago. I can't really remember. And then a Godzilla Jr. figure. It's like the Bandai one. So he's a little bow-legged, but otherwise, a really cool figure. So, I mean, yeah, and I just picked up giant condors, so my mindset's sort of like, oh, I'll just get something cool that you don't have, because it's like you've completed the collection in a way. So, yeah. Anyways, I think I'm going to go work out now. This was a really fun, random stream, but I enjoyed it a lot. It's fun kind of showing off the webcam and whatnot. So, thank you all so much for watching. This was really fun. I'm going to tune out now. You guys are the best. As always, I appreciate your viewership. It means the most. Thank you so much, everybody. Peace out.